So let me see if I can contact her. So, all right. Let's see, where is she? She must. Here she is. I'll send you the link so I hope you can see it. Let's see, she's not around or something. I don't know. Please join. So let's wait a little bit for her to join. Her name is Janet. So let's see if she can make it. Otherwise, we're gonna begin. But she's online. I don't know what happened if she hasn't enrolled in. Oh yeah, she's already here. Hello, Janet. Janet. Mice on, please. Hello, anybody can hear me? Catherine.
Hello, teacher.
Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, I hear you.
All right, and Janet. Are you there, Janet? I don't know. I don't know what I'm listening to her, but I'm sending her again a message, and she's not there. Turn on your microphone. Turn on your microphone. Otherwise, she's been observing that. I don't know. She's been like a while. In the meantime, let's have a little conversation, Catherine. How's been your day?
Fine, teacher. And you?
Great. So I was asking you how's been your day so far?
What, teacher?
How's been your day?
Very good. Very good, teacher.
All right, very good.
I had been working in the morning.
All right, good. And this is the time for you to practice your English, right?
Yes, teacher. Today is grammar.
Absolutely, absolutely right. So I don't know what's going on with Janet. I have already sent her a couple messages, but I don't know, she's getting them. But okay, I think that time is passing by, so let's start, right? So today's topic we're
Okay.
going to be discussing on the conditionals, all right? So let me um, share like a screen with you. I want to open up another page on the word page in here, and then we want to share the screen with you so that you can get familiar with it, right?
Okay, teacher.
With the conditionals. So it says, okay, let's see, share the screen, and let me see. Can you see the screen now?
No, teacher. Yes. Yes.
All
Oh,
right,
ready. I see your screen.
very good. I don't know, let's put it a little bit, let's see the size. No, I don't like it much. Bigger 48 maybe. Oh yes. So we're going to be practicing about today about the conditionals. All right. So
Okay, teacher.
meaning that words that they need a condition, and the
Yes.
condition usually
Uh,
start with if, right? So in that
okay.
condition, it's important to keep in mind that if, for example, we have an A situation, and as a result of that situation, B could happen. All right, like a like in a cause and effect, right?
Okay, teacher.
So today we're going to be focusing on conditional 0, 1, and 2. So let's start
Yes.
with conditional 0. So the kind of conditionals that we're going to practice today are 0, conditional 1, and conditional 2. So we're going to be practices on focusing on 3 different conditionals. All right?
Okay,
So
teacher.
so number 1 or 0 to be even clearer, it's is this way. Okay, she's still saying the right, but she's not here yet. So let me see if she's in here. All right, let's see, let's see. I don't see her. What are you? No, I don't see her around. Even though she has sent me a message, no, I don't see her. So, so let's see. Catherine, you still there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's send her a message to her. speak. Because if she doesn't speak, it's going to be difficult right now. So let's try to continue. So I was telling you that conditional. Are you watching the screen, Catherine?
No, no, teacher. I don't your screen. I don't see.
I don't see the screen. And what about now?
Okay. Yes.
So,
Yes,
for
I can
example, the
see
zero
you.
conditional means that is, for example, when something is true. For example, I can say, if you combine, let's see, black and white paint, you get gray. All right, it's something that you can appreciate, something that you can prove. All right, all right. Or, for example, when you get a prize, you are happy. All right, you got it. When you get a prize, you are happy. But speak. I don't listen to you. I'm trying to write to this student. So Janet, are you there? I think that she just right, but she doesn't hear me. I don't know why. So let's move on. Let's continue. So the conditional zero is, for example, let me show you on this explanation over here, like this on 61. If something happened in the present, we're going to use the second clause in the present simple too. For example, this is true for general truth or scientific fact. There is an example. If you drop ice in water, it floats. In other words, it's a reality, okay? Do you listen?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. So, the second conditional, the first conditional. The first conditional is, this is, I was telling you about conditional zero. Now, we're going to focus on conditional one or first conditional, meaning that if A happens, B also is going to happen. So, if you have a lot of money, you will travel around the world, all right? That is a condition. If you have a lot of money, so let me just write it down. If you have a lot of money, say you will travel around the world. Right? So on the first part, you see the if condition. This is, for example, let's put it in these yellows. If you have a lot of money, this is the first condition, and the second condition will be this. You would travel, let's say, for example, around the world. See the difference in colors? Let's call the first one
Yes.
in green A, and let's call the consequence in yellow B. If you have a lot of money, you will travel around the world. You understand that condition, Catherine?
Yes, teacher. I see the difference.
Very good. Could you give us an example? Catherine, could you please give us an example?
Okay, teacher. If you had a, you had a car,
Yes.
you will travel for your city.
You will travel around the city. Okay.
Uh,
Very good. And now I want to talk about an imaginary situation. Imaginary situation. Okay. Imaginary situation. For example, if I had um, a plane, let's say I would fly to, for example, Brazil tomorrow. So this is the imaginary situation. If I had a plane, all right, this is my first condition. If I had a plane, I would fly to Brazil tomorrow. But in reality, let's see. In reality, I don't have a plane, so I can't go to Brazil. Do you understand it? Do you understand it?
no, teacher, no. This part I don't understand this.
So this
This
is an imaginary situation, meaning that as a consequence, I don't have a plane Brazil. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a plane, so I can't go to Brazil. Do you get it now?
Okay, yes, teacher.
So could you give a similar example, please?
Okay. Mm, oh my God.
Try to do it.
Okay. If I won a lottery,
If you won the lottery,
yes, you. I know. I am sorry. See, if I won a lottery,
yes.
I would I would buy a home, a house.
Okay, very good. Excellent. That's the idea of this second conditional. So I think that the idea is clearly expressed in here because it is an imaginary situation, meaning that it's a
Teacher,
desire. It's
this is
something that
the second. This is the second conditional.
yes, this is and let's see, this is number two, and this
Uh,
example over here is number one. And let's try to do an example, conditional, an example on conditional, all right, in conditional zero. If they uh, study for the exam, okay, they pass the exam. If they study for the exam, they pass the exam. So it's a simple, let's say, idea. All right, this is the conditional zero. Usually, it is expressed for natural phenomena. All right.
okay, teacher.
Another example is if you look up the sky, you see the stars. So this is the cause. If you look at the sky, all right, this is the first condition is looking at the sky. What's going to happen as a consequence in here? This one, you see the stars. If you look up the sky, you see the star. This is going to be the conditional zero. All right?
Okay.
So this is the example in conditional 1. This is example on conditional 2, which is an imaginary situation. And what is the other, our partner? Let's see. So Janet.
Professor.
Yes.
Professor.
Are you there?
Yes, Professor.
Oh, who? Okay. Are you Janet?
Professor. Hi.
Yeah. You say teacher.
Teacher. Sorry.
You're Janet?
I'm student.
Yes, you're Janet.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
Janet.
Very good. What happened? Why did you get so late to the activity?
I'm sorry, Professor. I had a problem with my microphone.
Okay.
Okay. But now I heard your explanation about conditional.
Very good. Excellent. So let me introduce you to Catherine. Catherine, this is Janet. Janet, this is Catherine.
Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Jenny.
Very good. So let's retake because our grammar topic today, Janet, can you see the screen?
Yes, Professor. I see.
Okay, remember, say teacher. Teacher
Professor,
usually
teacher,
working
teacher.
in
What is the
school.
difference?
Yeah, a teacher is a person who works in schools or in institutions. A professor is the one that teaches in university.
Okay.
So you only say professor to the ones that work in university. Maybe in the future I will be a professor, but not right now.
Professor, but I am at the university. In UNAD? No?
Yes, but yeah,
Yes,
but it would
Professor.
be more like a tutor, actually. It's a tutor, not a professor, but could be. All right. So I was telling you, and conditional 0, 1, and 2, and this is the practice for today. The condition is expressed with the word if. Always that's the condition. We usually express the idea saying if, meaning that if something happened, there is a consequence. This is, for example, the conditional 0. It is used according to this example in here. We use the 0 conditional for general truth or scientific fact, all right? And look at the example we have in number 0. If you look up the sky, you see the star. It's a scientific fact. Unless it's very cloudy or it's raining, you don't see the star. All right, but according to the science, if you look at the sky, you see the stars. Okay, on conditional 1 in here, what is the situation? We say that we can use conditional 1 for real or situations that are likely to happen in the present or in the future. So this is a situation that it's about to happen. It's probably to happen. We usually use the present simple and will in the other clause or modal verbs such as can, must, or may. If it rains, we will stay home. Our example says that if you have a lot of money, what is the consequence if you have a lot of money? Is this, you will travel around the world. All right? Is okay, Janet?
Yes, Professor, it's okay.
Remember, teacher, you call me professor.
Hi.
I'm really I feel really pleased if you call me professor. All right.
Okay, teacher. Okay.
And on the second conditional, it is an imaginary situation. In other words, why is an imaginary situation? Because it talks about unreal or imaginary situations in the present or in the future. We usually construct it by the simple past and words such as would, could, or might, and the simple form of the verb. So the example in my imaginary situation is this. If I had a plane, I would fly to Brazil tomorrow. That is my imaginary situation. But what is the reality? I don't have a plane, so I can go to Brazil. It's like dreaming, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, Janet. Catherine already told me about it, but
Okay.
now I want to listen to you, sharing some examples, for example, right here on conditional one. Janet,
And
could you share an example with us?
for example, if you if you if you are in a beach, you will swim in the sea, in the ocean,
If you are in the beach, okay,
beach.
okay, you are in the beach, you will
Yes.
swim in the sea. All right, good. You will swim at the sea. Very good. And what about an imaginary situation, Janet?
Mm, imaginary. If I had in past, yes, the very in the past.
That's great.
Okay. If I had a bachelor degree, I would teach English in school.
That is good. Very good.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
And Catherine, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. So now it's time to move on. So now this is the side the first part. And the second part, so I want to share with you a couple of videos, all right? They're not going to be so long so that we can have clear examples about this situation. So let's try to see them, but please turn on your microphones and then I tell you to put it on. But for now, let's try to watch them so that it's easy for you to get the idea. So this is number one. Let's try to play quite quickly. Tell me what you think.
Teacher, I don't hear.
So with the microphone off. All right, this was number one. So now let's retake our lesson. So who's there? Janet or Catherine? Who's there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, Professor.
Okay, very good. Janet. Now let's discuss another imaginary situation for you. For example, if you had $1,000,000 right now, what would you do?
But if I have $1 million, I will buy a, a stadium.
All right, very good. I don't know. Let's talk about an imaginary situation that is happening in our country and around the world. If you have the coronavirus, what will you do?
Oh, if I had if I had a coronavirus, I wouldn't live
I wouldn't
for
what?
many years, maybe.
All right, very good. So now let's join. Let's ask, for example, to Catherine. Catherine.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I was asking Janet about an imaginary situation, and the question I asked her was, if you had $1,000,000, what would you do?
If I had $1 million,
Yes, what would you do?
I would I would travel around the world.
Very good. And the same question I asked Janet, if you had the coronavirus, what would you do?
If I had a coronavirus,
Yes, if you had the coronavirus, what would you do?
I would I would like sleeping every day,
Okay,
all day.
very good. Excellent. Now, let me try to continue explaining the second situation, which is going to be this one. The same. I want to copy and paste for you to watch. So little by little, we're going to be practicing with all the conditionals today. Check this out. This is the other situation. The same. No, this is the same video, sorry. So this is not the one I'm going to use. So is this one over here? Sorry, I made a mistake. I want to do it over. I'm going to make it up to you right now because this is not the one I don't want to use. And is this one instead. This.
Teacher, is the same video?
Similar.
Okay.
So also, this is another way to discuss the imaginary situation. It was the third conditional, something that we're not practicing right now. But the last one, let's focus on the last part of this one. So this is the last video, and then we're gonna be practicing. All right, to understand the formulas right well. So which is not gonna be completed. Very good. So now retaking our lessons. All right, Catherine. Catherine, are you there? Or Janet?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. If you're sick, what do you do?
Uh, if I had sick,
If I am sick.
yes, it's present. If I am sick, I take a medicament,
Okay, medicines. You take medicines.
medicines.
All right.
Okay.
And Janet. Okay, Janet is had it off.
Okay.
Okay, Janet.
That's okay.
Okay, Janet.
It's the
If
same
you are
one.
sick, yes. If you are sick, what do you do?
If I'm sick, I I don't leave the house,
Okay, you
or
stay
I
home.
stay in my house. Yes.
Oh, very good. So for Catherine, if you are hungry, what do you do?
If I am hungry, I I buy a food. I
I buy
ate
I buy some food. All right,
I
good.
ate ate
You know, it's present and I eat for some food.
it yes express.
All right. And for Janet, if you are stressed out, what do you do?
Stress out.
Yeah, to have a lot of stress because of work or life or the family,
Okay,
etc.
okay.
If you are
If
stressed out, what
I'm
do you do?
if I'm stressed out, I listen music.
Very
A lot
good.
of music.
So the word is stress out. So that is the expression, stress out. If you're stressed out, what do you do? So you listen to music. Very good. Excellent. Questions, ladies? Do you have any questions?
No.
No teacher.
No.
This is zero conditional.
Yes, that's right.
So,
So now, let's retake, for example, taking into account the use of the zero conditionals. So let's have another review. Remember, we have the conditional, the zero conditional to discuss about general truth or scientific fact, or habit or routines. If you drop ice in water, it floats. All right? If you need a pencil, you go to the stationery. All right? It's something that like in a cause and effect, especially for natural things. Okay? If you look at the sky, you see the stars. That's the cause and effect. Conditional number one, or first conditional. We use it when a situation is real or is likely to happen in the present or in the future. We use the condition if at the beginning of the sentence, and in the second part of the clause, we use will or modal verbs such as can, must, and may. There is an example. If it rains, we will stay home. That's the condition. And last but not least, we have the second conditional. We use this for unreal or imaginary situation in the present and future, or to give recommendation. All right? The recommendation usually states like, if I were you, but this is the only case in the English grammar when you can match or conjugate I with were, because usually we say I was, but in conditional sentences it is possible to say if I were you, if you were me, if I were them, if I were they, if I were he, if I were he, etc. This is to give recommendation. So the second conditional is used for imaginary situation, but are not true. Why? Because we are just imagining. Is something that is not happening. Look at the example. If I live by the beach, notice the use of the past verb in here, the past tense. If I live by the beach, I would go swimming every day. But what is the reality? I don't live by the beach, so I don't go to the beach. Another example in the imaginary situation. If I were you, I wouldn't believe those lies. All right? So this is the recommendation. If I were you, I wouldn't believe those lies. All right. So now, let's try to do this as an expansion. All right? Catherine and Janet, are you ready?
ready?
All right. So what are we going to do? You're going to dictate me the sentences. And for example, here in conditional zero. Okay, let's start out with you. With Janet, you dictate me and I'm going to write down. Okay, Janet?
Okay.
Tell me, please.
Zero. If I'm bored,
Yes?
I call my friends.
Very good. And Catherine, what about you?
Okay,
Catherine.
teacher. Yes. If I am, oh my God.
If I am,
Is I am sad.
if I am sad, yes,
I sleep.
I go to sleep.
I go to sleep.
All right. Janet, what about you?
Zero. Zero conditional.
Yeah, another example. I'm going to write it down.
Um, if And if I want to cook, I cook good food or Chinese food.
If
You know? If I
I,
want to cook,
yeah,
it's correct. Yeah.
if I want to cook, yes.
Mhm. I cook Chinese food or fast food.
I prepare
I prepare
like
okay,
this. Chinese.
Chinese food.
Very good. Excellent. This is a clear example of conditional zero, used especially for um, scientific fact or routines or habits. If I am
Routines.
sad, I go to sleep. If I want to cook, I prepare Chinese. Very good. Now, try this out. What if we go with conditional one? All right. Let's go with Catherine. Could you please give us an example of conditional one? Remember that we can use will on the second part of the sentence. We can use will as a connector, or we can also use can if we can make a connector, or we can use must as a connector, or we can use could as a connector. All right.
Yeah. Oh, okay, teacher.
So give us your example.
If I is sorry. If I this is the present here. The first sentence is in present.
Yeah, right.
Okay. If I study hard,
All right.
study English hard,
All right. You say
I I could I could speak more fluency.
I could speak. All right. Fluently.
Friendly. Yes.
If I study English hard, I could speak English fluently. Very good. What about Janet?
Okay. If I professor, I can use negation with auxiliary verb.
Yeah,
Auxiliary
of
verb.
course. Yeah,
Or
it's
I
possible
can
to.
okay. I can say if I don't have.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay. If I don't have a driver car, I wouldn't
If I
drive
don't,
my car.
I don't have a what?
I in
How about
negation.
what is the idea here on the first
Okay.
one? It have if
If
I
I
don't
don't have a driving car,
a driving car, or you just say, or you just simply say a car.
um, no, driving like my authorization to drive in a street.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I don't remember
Drivers.
the
You say
driver.
lazy.
Okay, if I don't have my okay driver's license, I wouldn't
So
drive.
I will not,
I
or
will
you
not.
can say another way is in informal English we say
Mhm.
I
I
won't.
won't. Okay, I won't. I won't drive my car.
All right. If I don't have a driver license, I will not or I won't drive my car. Very good. That's the condition you're making. Very good.
Okay.
And on conditional second or conditional two, conditional two. Remember that this is for imaginary situation. or imaginary situation. So let's start with Catherine. On this imaginary situation.
Okay, teacher. If I had a superpower, I uh, I would like to fly.
Very good. If I had a superpower, I would like to fly. Very good. Excellent. And Janet, what about you for this imaginary situation to you?
Okay. If I had feathers, I
If
would
I
fly.
had what?
I would fly. Okay. If I have feathers
Uh,
like a hand.
Beaver? This one?
If I had feathers, if plumas, professor.
What is the word you're trying to say?
If I had uh, feathers, I would fly.
If I had wings, maybe?
Wing, yes. If I had wing, yes, yes. If I had
I
wings,
would fly.
I would fly. Yes, yes, teacher.
I will fly. Oh, very good. It's quite similar. Actually, these two examples are quite similar, the two of you. All right, because the both of you were talking about fly and also fly. Come on, let's do it again because let's repeat this example because you
Okay,
were
so
talking about flying.
if I had a pet, I would have. If I have a pet,
Yeah.
I would have a a dog.
Okay, that's different.
Okay, different.
If I had a pet, I would have a dog. Very good. Excellent. So now let's retake. So final comments. We got the conditional zero. Remember, we use this one for facts. All right. Or something that is true. For something that is true, we're going to use conditional zero. If I am sad, I go to sleep. If I want to cook, I prepare Chinese. The conditional one, we usually use conditional for probable situation. Probable situations in the present or in the future. All right? Probable situations in the present or in the future. Like the example you mentioned, if I study English or I could speak fluently. All right, it's something that is going to happen in the present or in the future. Or if I don't have a driving license, I will know that I won't drive my car. And lastly, a conditional number two, or the second conditional, we use it for imaginary situations. And this is the condition. It's always mentioned in the past simple with would. If I had a superpower, I would like to fly. Or if I had a pet, I would have a dog. So, Catherine or Janet, do you have any questions?
No,
No, teacher.
Very good. Did you learn about conditionals?
It's clear. It's clear.
All right, very good. So this is our class for now. I hope to see you in another encounter, probably next week or so. So we'll be attempting to register on the Excel sheets so that you can have access to the encounters and learn about the weekly encounters and the grammar topics as well. Okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you
Okay,
very
teacher.
much.
Okay,
Okay.
bye-bye, Catherine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so
Bye
much,
bye,
Professor.
teacher. Bye bye, Janet.
Bye,
And
See
Catherine.
you the
Janet,
next week. God bless you. Bye.
okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.